Hi, I'm Michael from TakumiGo. This is the 9th beginner lesson. TakumiGo recently opened a Twitter and Instagram account. Please follow us for more Go contents. In this lesson, we will learn more capturing techniques, including close the door and the ladder. The easier one is the close the door. In Chinese, we call it door capture. It's a fun technique. We capture enemy stones by preventing them from escaping. Let's see. This is the basic shape of close the door. We would play at this point. To narrow the escape route of enemy stones, so they won't be captured after the door is closed. Let's try some exercise. In this question, we need to capture these two white stones. We can hit the white stones at this point or this point. If we try to hit at this point, white could escape. So the correct answer is to close the door in this way. When white try to escape, we could capture by closing the door. In this question, can you see which two stones are our target? It's these two white stones here. We can play at this point to close the door. If we play at this point, then the enemies could connect. So we need to capture at this point. In this question, our target is these three white stones. If we capture at this point, white could connect. So the correct answer is to divide the enemy at this point and close the door. Oh, these are more complicated ones. Just try to figure out our target first. You can see these three white stones have many liberties. We also could not capture any stones at this corner. So our target actually is these stones in the middle. First, we need to divide the enemy. We need to play at this point. After they connect, we could close the door at this point. We always apply the basic capturing technique, which is divide the enemy. We could not let them to connect. If they connect, we could not capture them. Then let's see this question. Oh, this is also a more complicated question. Our target is these three white stones. The first move is to hit at this point. Although we let the enemy stones connected together, but their liberties did not increase. After hitting at this point, they are being captured. Lastly, this question. This is also a more high-level question. The point is we first need to divide the enemies. As this is an Atari, otherwise this white stone would be captured. After this exchange, we could play a door capture or close the door to capture these three white stones. And the answer is this point. Let me do it one more time. First, we need to divide them at this point. Then we need to play at this point to play a door capture. If we try to play at this point first, it will fail because white could hit at this point, and if we play this point now, white could capture us. The order could not be reversed. This is a more complicated lesson. It is normal if you do not understand why we need to play this order. After more practice, you will eventually figure out the importance of the order. Let's move to the next topic, the ladder. The ladder is in the chapter 22. Let's see. This is the basic form of ladder. Let me demonstrate it. We keep pushing the whites to the bottom line, and when the white stones hit the bottom line, we could capture all of them. Let me show it one more time. At each step, the attacker reduces the defender's liberties from 2 to 1. Now they have 2 liberties. We reduce them to 1. Then it extends for 1 more liberty. Then we still reduce them to 1. We always keep the enemies into 1 liberty to force them to escape. And when the defender faced the wall or other black stones, the defender's liberty could not increase anymore and being captured. We call this a ladder. One more thing to add. In the progress of ladder, we always push the defender to our own stone. For example, now, we have our friend here. We hit the white stone to hit our friend. Then, our 1 more black stone is here now. We hit them to our friend here. Then we hit here. We always change the direction, but we always push the enemies to our friend. That's the key of ladder. Let's try some exercise. In this question, we need to play a ladder to capture these white stones. We push at this point. If we hit at this point, after white escape, it has 3 liberties. Remember, we failed if enemy's liberty increases to 3. We always need to keep the enemy's liberty into 2. Either this point or this point is correct. It's correct to play at this point too. In this question, we need to capture these white stones. Remember, we could not play at this point, because if we play at this point, after white escape, this 3 black stone is in danger. We need to capture at this point. And then either A or B is correct. If we play here, we could capture the white stones. This move is also correct. But we cannot play here, otherwise, white could capture us. We need to play at this point. Then the white stones could not escape. In this question, we need to capture these 2 white stones. We play at this point, and then it forms a ladder. In this question, we need to capture these 6 white stones. If we capture at this point, white could escape and became 3 liberties. So we need to capture at this point. And then either A or B could form a ladder. I will demonstrate one of them. Lastly, we will try this question. In this question, we need to play a ladder. We should not let the white stone to connect to this white stone, so we need to divide it. We should play here and form a ladder. If we play at this point, then the white stones is connected. Remember, the diagonal move or the Kosumi is a connected form, because if we hit here, they could connect. If we hit here, they could also connect. Either way, we cannot capture the white stones. So, we need to play the correct direction of ladder. That's all for this lesson. Thank you for watching and see you next time.